Hey dog lovers, Lisa the Holistic Groomer here to talk to you today about nutritional yeast. Now, I have to admit that I've never fed this to dogs in the past. I used to be a raw feeder. For decades I was a raw feeder. I always had big dogs. I now have two little rescue dogs that are the fussiest little creatures on the face of the earth. And so I had to start cooking for them, because they wouldn't eat raw, and I don't want to give them kibble or commercially prepared foods. So I started cooking for them, and even with that, they still very often do not want to eat their food. And I was reading something online one day, and it said, add a little nutritional yeast it was about vegan dog food. It was about making a plant-based dog diet. And I was just looking at that recipe and reading this article to see, if that's an option, if that's a good option. And they of course add nutritional yeast to the food. Now, nutritional yeast is loaded with B vitamins and protein and fiber, but it's a complete protein. It has all 10 essential amino acids, which the dog can't produce on his own. So that's very significant. But it's also a flavor enhancer, and it's got a nutty, cheesy kind of taste, right? But the thing is that any dog who was raised on processed food, commercially prepared foods, kibbles, and even canned foods, maybe, I guess they do too. They tend to add nutritional yeast to the food as a flavor enhancer and probably as a nutritional booster as well. So your dog is used to the flavor. And what I found is that when I put a new food down, food that I want them to eat, or maybe I added a supplement that they don't really like or something, I found that if I just add a little sprinkle of this, they eat it. So it's been a godsend for me. And I know that plant-based diets, speaking of that, for dogs are becoming more popular now. And I'm sure they add nutritional yeast to a lot of those diets, a lot of their recipes. They call it nooch. So if you ever hear anybody talking about nooch on a cook for your dog, site or whatever, this is what they're talking about, nutritional yeast. I know that one of the longest lived dogs was a border collie from Dorset who lived to be 27 and never ate anything but a plant-based diet. So, this video is not about switching your dog to a plant-based diet, because I don't even do that. It's just about nutritional use. But I'm just trying to get the point across that this stuff is good. This stuff is healthy, and your dog will probably love it. So if your dog is not liking his new food, go ahead and get some nutritional yeast, and it's great for you too. I only had this in my cupboard because I eat it. And, when I tried it on my dogs, not on my dogs, but on my dog's food, they ate it right up. So yeah, go ahead and give it a try. Nooch. All right. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.